I'm not going up. Ip, Jilly Doc, bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome. Today, you guys are going to be witnessing a game between the Fundy Thunder and the Martello Buccaneers under the Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA Hockey League here at the Colchester Legion Stadium. Just a reminder that the Colchester Legion Stadium, the town of Truro, and the entire region covered by the Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA Hockey League all lie within the ancestry unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq. So, with saying that, I just want to let everybody know that this is my first game on the headset, on the microphone. So the play-by-play, I apologize ahead of time for any names that I screw up, any mispronunciations. We are live. We are on Facebook. We are on all of the social media streams. If anybody has any comments, concerns, just let us know. Let us know. We will attend to them ASAP. Another quick information. We are in a building that does not have hardwired internet. So we are on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi, let me tell you, is not that great. So we apologize in advance for any kind of glitches or hesitations in the video. There's nothing we can do about it. We've done all we can. Other than that, I believe we've covered everything we need to cover, and we're just going to get ready for the opening lineups and the national anthem here as the players just coming out onto the ice, refs making their last checks, going through the motions of checking the nets, and we will get right underway. As I said, my name is Ashton Reiki. Generally, I'm behind the camera, but today we have a good friend of ours, Duncan, behind the camera, who I usually work with every day, or every game for the Truro Bearcats. So him and I doing our first game together here. He has done many games with Petter, and myself have done many games with Petter behind the camera, but this is my first one on the mic. So hopefully a little bit of patience, and we'll get through this with ease. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So the anthems are done. The starting lineups are all complete. We are getting ready to go play some hockey here. Fundy Thunder, great game last night here at the Colchester Legion Stadium. A big 6-3 victory. And it was one of the ones that matters most, as it was a team sitting in second place in the standings. So tonight, another very important game. Not as important as last night's game, as the Buccaneers kind of in a fight to try and climb their way back up into the standings. They're not completely out of the fight yet, but certainly not in the basement. So they're working their way back up the standings. So this game just as important as we are ready to get underway here at the U16 Fundy Thunder hockey game. Face-off is won by the Buccaneers. Jusevovic getting it deep down into the zone, quickly stopped by the 5 of Paris and sent back around the net to the 27, who just misses it up to the 71 of Pugsley. Pugsley back around the back of the net. Again, it's going to take me a few minutes just to get into the rhythm of the players here as they come across to Eisner. Eisner getting it deep into the zone, being chased now. Rogers gets it back and around, chased by Eisner. Up to the point, the Fundy Thunder keep it in. Pugsley getting it deep back, trying to get it back deep down into Eisner as the Buccaneers clear the zone with Broderick quickly on it, getting it deep into the Fundy Thunder zone as they fight along the near boards. Centered out in front for Jusevovic, who just missed the net as it's going to turn around and come back out of the zone. Cleared down. Not enough for an icing as the D was already back to pick it up, and quickly up as the Thunder were changing. They were able to break it up, and Daly up the near boards here, missing his offensive player Murphy, going across the ice to his D partner up the wing, and now dumped right back in by the Thunder as Koger hard on it, knocking it down, not enough to keep it in the zone. Langell just carried it out as they fight for it along this near boards. Daly in there. Quickly chasing it is number 2 of Murphy, battling hard along the boards as he's going to get it out quickly. He gets it up to Langell. Langell coming across center, just missing the hit by McClellan as they quickly get it on net. They're going to count that as a shot on net as it was just dumped in as they collect the ref in the far corner. A little bit of a pile-up between a couple of the Buccaneers players and Daly. Daly still down there trying to battle for it as they're back and forth behind the net between Langell and, I believe, the net has come off behind the starting goaltender of number 29 of Soretti, getting the start tonight. Walker getting the start last night, played a great game. Soretti getting the call tonight on a back-to-back. On the other end, standing in net is Landry in the net for the Buccaneers. Face-off won by the Thunder, around back behind the net by McDonald. McDonald getting it up to number 22 of Dworon. Dworon trying to get it out of the zone. He's going to turn back around. He was going to carry it out of the zone, saw better of it, decided to go back out around the net. Great move coming around behind the net up to number 20 of White. White was able to drop that back to Dworon, who gets knocked to the ice. A solid hit by Rogers of the Buccaneers. Buccaneers holding the zone quite well right now as Cowper kind of dumps it into the corner there as Reynolds gives it chase. Battling in the near corner is Coper as Coper's now backing up with Burchell hard on O'Neill. O'Neill able to fight him off, get it across center. He's going to get in on a break. He tries to get it to the center. Great defensive play by Rogers. Rogers quickly getting it out down the far boards. Up to Anderson. Anderson able to... No, he wasn't able to stop it in the near corner as they battle hard along these near boards across to the point, held in by the Buccaneers. Quick point shot blocked by the Thunder defenseman. And out comes O'Neill. O'Neill dumps it in as they look for a change. Quick turn back for a change. On comes the line of George, Thorne, and McCulley as they're going to make chase deep as Paris picks it up behind his net. Gets it quick around. Good check there on Ludi, who's their point leader for the Buccaneers. And actually, he's leading the Buccaneers, and he's quite high up in the points for the league as we get an icing call here. So as I was saying, number 9 of Lodi leading the team in points, in goals and assists, and I believe he is sitting 4th or 5th in the league standing points. So a very good player, one to watch here tonight in the Colchester Legion Stadium as we get ready to get a face-off here with Roach taking it for the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers are going to win it to Langell. Quick shot off the draw. Big save by Soretti. Face off to the near side of Soretti. The Thunder are able to win that again, so they've won the last 3 face-offs pretty cleanly. So they get it deep into the zone as George dumps it down into the corner. A quick chase by Dwaron, and it was able to get cleared out as the Buccaneers defense were on it very quickly. A lot of neutral zone back and forth here early on in this game as you see McKay pick up the puck for the Buccaneers, turn it back and send it right back down. They tried to get it a quick break down the center of the ice, and George broke that up quickly as now he's going to turn the other way and go into the corner with McKay. He's able to win that battle. He centers it for McCulley, and McCulley just fanned on it across to Vandenberg at the point. Vandenberg getting it deep down to McCulley. McCulley up back to the point for McDonald. McDonald getting it deep into the corner there as George and Thorne battle in the corner. Roach able to pick up that puck out of the battle, get it behind the net. There's a penalty coming up to the Fundy Thunder. I wasn't sure what exactly the call was. That goes post and down. It does not go in. Picked up by Vandenberg. 2 minutes for slashing. It looks like it's going to George of the Fundy Thunder. So 2 minutes in the box for George for a slash. And the power play for the Buccaneers is going to go to work. And the penalty kill, who was almost perfect last night for the Thunder, is also going to go to work here. Soretti back up. It's the face-off is off to his left. Face-off won again by the Fundy Thunder and quickly cleared around the back of the net by McDonald. Not all the way out though. It's held at the line. Rogers switching, making the line play back across to Ludi. Ludi, big shot, and it was deflected and off to the side. I didn't catch who put it in, but it was a tic-tac-toe play. Buccaneers have put one in the net on the power play. Goal looks like it's coming to Burchell. So number 6 of Burchell gets the first goal for the Buccaneers and gets them on the board. So that goal for the Buccaneers was scored by Quinn Burchell, assisted by number 4 of Cole Rogers and number 9 of Will Ludi. So he's adding to the point total for the Buccaneers, and another game that's 3 straight games with a point for the number 9 of the Buccaneers. And just like that, a quick face-off. They get it deep into the zone, and another goal. This one for the Buccaneers, scored by number 13 of Warrington, as they intercepted the breakout pass and quickly turned it into a 2-on-0, and a quick goal by Warrington, putting the Buccaneers up 2-0 early on in this game. That one there looks like the goal by Chase Warrington was unassisted. That was unassisted. Discussion here between the refs. I didn't catch exactly what was going on there, what the whistle was for, but I believe it was just a miss call, and so the face-off back off at center ice, won by the Thunder, and quickly turned back around into the Thunder zone as the Buccaneers dump it deep in there. Koger up the near boards here, deep into the Buccaneer zone, as deep in the zone, Daly fighting back behind the net, quickly gets it out to the point. Shot from the point, saved by Landry off to the left-hand side, and breaking it out is Murphy. Murphy going to get it up off the boards, and it bounces into the Fundy Thunder bench, so we'll get a whistle and a quick change here for the Fundy Thunder. And face-off just outside of the Thunder zone, won by the Fundy Thunder. And quickly up to Doron. Doron coming across center ice, gets it across to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to hold the zone as they fight along the boards with it. A quick check by O'Neill. Puck quickly just squirts out, and they get it right back to O'Neill, who's going to turn and skate it in. O'Neill's going to throw it towards the net just wide as White's going to battle into the corner with the 12 of Roach. Roach tried to get it out, intercepted by Paris. Paris just shot that just over the far corner wide. Right out to the zone and out to the likes of McClellan. McClellan back across to Paris. Paris who gets it deep to O'Neill. O'Neill into the zone and quickly surrounded by the Buccaneers defense. Quickly picked up by McAvoy, who's up through the center of the ice. McAvoy drops it to Leatherington. Leatherington shoots from the point, and easy save, easy visibility there for the number 29 of Soretti. Face off to the left of Soretti again. Quick puck battle there for it. Looks like the Fundy Thunder are going to come out with the puck again. Try and get it up the boards. It's blocked there by the 17 of Broderick. Broderick tried to take a shot. It comes wraps all the way out and around and all the way back to his defenseman into his own zone as they try and break out. Quickly intercepted by the 15 of Eisner. Eisner's shot just wide. They keep it deep. McClellan battling along the boards, getting it deep to Thorne. Thorne alone in front. Quick shot just wide. Centering pass there just wide also. Anderson back up at the point. They get it deep. McClellan battling behind the net along this near boards. Near boards, McDonald tried to go across, fanned on the pass. It was almost intercepted by Broderick. Ludi ended up picking it up and getting it deep into the corner. They make chase and come back across. McClellan waiting for it. They get it over to the number 24 of McCauley. McCauley getting it deep and getting a quick change. That took a weird bounce right in front of the net. Thankfully, no Fundy Thunder players were in that in the offensive zone. Same thing down at the other end as it comes off the boards. Almost goes right to the center. So the board's very active here at the Colchester Legion Stadium. Up to the point for the Buccaneers. Quick shot, quick block by Daniel Vandenberg out in front. He reaches back as that one, I think, got him where there's a little less equipment as Pugsley gets it deep and gets checked at the top by Warrington, who ended up having to skate back to pick up his stick. And because of that, he's able to be all alone working his way with Daniel Vandenberg into the offensive zone. Behind the net, battle out in front. Eisner up into the offensive zone with the 71 of Pugsley. Pugsley giving chase behind the net. Eisner and Pugsley working well in the offensive zone, trying to keep the Buccaneers at bay as they quickly turn it around the other way, go back up the boards. And Reynolds battling with Koger ends up playing it back to the defenseman, the D partner of McKay, who gets it deep into the zone as they get a quick offensive change and give chase. face-off off to the left of Soretti again. This time, looked like it was going to be won by the Buccaneers, quickly intercepted by the Fundy Thunder. Coming out the other way is McClellan. McClellan behind the net as Murphy back across to the 5 of Coper. Coper getting it down across the board. Number 16, Langell clearing the zone. Back to the defense of the Thunder, which just turn it right back around the other way and get it deep into the offensive zone of the Buccaneers, who, same as before, turn it the other way with Coper getting it up the boards, up the far boards, and out, and then slowly dumped back in by the 50 or the 55 of Koger. Koger on it, getting it deep again is the 19 of McClellan. McLennan off for a change. Deep down in there is Daly battling against two Buccaneer defensemen. He's going to win that battle and get it to the 66 of O'Neill, who had his stick held and there was no call, so he had his hand up, but he didn't get the call. Roderick down the other way, gets a quick shot on net on Soretti, and then gets laid out by O'Neill. O'Neill was just waiting for him to come around the net, and he just laid into him. Nice clean hit by O'Neill. Puck still in the offensive zone for the Buccaneers as they get a quick shot on net from the point from McKay, and that one kind of just trickled through to Soretti as he covered it up and gets a whistle and gets a face-off on the right-hand side. Anderson back in the defensive zone. He's going to go up to O'Neill, who just tips it down the ice, but it was on the opposite side of the red line, so they are going to call icing, and the face-off is going to come back down into the Thunder zone, and it will be again to the left-hand side of Soretti as Ludi, Usevovich, and Roderick on the offense for the Buccaneers. Rogers up at the point. He's going to keep the puck just in the zone, and then it's going to come out off of the stick of McDonald. Then offside was the call on the Buccaneers. Face-off won by the Buccaneers. Quickly dumped in deep by McKay and picked up. It was picked up by Anderson, who tried to make a pass across the ice, just missed again. So another icing and another face-off down in the Fundy Thunder offensive zone. They just can't seem to get anything rolling out of their zone yet. The breakout just hasn't been there in this first period. Quick face-off, this time won by the Buccaneers. They get it deep. McKay pinching it deep. It's stopped by the 18 of Anderson, who's now fighting in the corner with a pair of Buccaneer players. Linesman kind of got his skate in the way there, so it was stopped. And they're going to attempt this again to try and get it out as Thorne tries to break the puck out. It's intercepted. Anderson picks it up quickly. He's able to get it up to the 26 of McDonald. McDonald tried to come across to McCulley. McCulley was intercepted by Rogers. Rogers gets it deep to Harrington, or to Warrington. Warrington to Burchell. Burchell tried to push it to the center. It was blocked. And the Fundy Thunder looked like they're going to get it out, as they do get it out. And McCulley was just a step too far to be able to pick up that pass, but still able to get it deep and make chase. George down there putting pressure as he loses his footing and collides with the ref behind the net. Now we got one man back there. A shot by Burchell towards Soretti was deflected and up over the net. Face-off won by the Thunder. Comes back around behind the net. That to Eisner. Eisner tried to center it. It was intercepted by Burchell. Burchell shot just off the side of the net. He goes flying back behind the net as Vandenberg picks it up. He's going to clear it out to just off of the stick of Eisner. Eisner was still in the offensive zone, so therefore it's going to be an icing again for the Fundy Thunder. So they're not able to change after these icings, and it seems to be giving them a little bit of trouble as they can't seem to get a clean breakout. Uloth able to win that face-off again. And it's at this point here that they seem to be just struggling just a little bit. They get it just outside the zone, and then it's dumped back in by the Buccaneers. So just trying to get it a little deeper in to try and get that change. As you can see, a couple of the guys a little winded. They go to the neutral zone where it's intercepted. Leatherington shoots just off the crossbar. A great shot blocker side by Leatherington, and it just hit the crossbar up over into the mesh. And we'll get a face-off to the left-hand side of Soretti. Face-off again won by the Thunder. Back out and around by Paris. All the way up the ice to Daly. Icing called off. Daly back behind the Buccaneers net. Working against the number 2 of Murphy. They're digging for the puck behind the net. Coming out with it is the 55 of Koger. Koger now in the battle in that same corner along with the 12 of Roach. Roach able to not get that quite there. Pass came across to Paris. A great shot on net. Great save by Landry, but along with that save was the net coming off when he went from post to post. So the quick whistle there. Face-off will be to the right of Landry. Face-off won by Fundy Thunder, and then just cleared across to the far corner where the Buccaneers picked it up and tried to get it out. It was intercepted by Koger. Koger get us back in deep, just wide of the net, and cleared quickly by the Buccaneers. Then picked up by the 5 of Paris, who gets it back into the offensive zone to Koger. Koger laying a big hit in the far corner there to Cowper, and then doing a great job of intercepting the pass. He's working in the corner against 3 defensemen. Paris back up to the point, across to number 27. That was just deflected out. A great shot from the point, deflected just up over the net, and they'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Dwaron, O'Neill, White to line up for the face-off in the offensive zone. McDonald and Anderson, the D partners, up at the point here. Working on the net on the Fundy Thunder side. It's not centered is what it looks like. So it looks like they're just trying to recenter it. For a goalie, that's very important. You know, working the angles. You don't really look back at your net when you're coming out to defend a play. So he's making sure that it's to his liking. It looks like it will be. So we're going to get the offensive zone face-off for the Thunder. Won by Dwaron. Dwaron was able to get it back to the point, and that went all the way around the glass and out, and then dumped back in by McDonald. McDonald able to pick that one up again, as it almost seems to be going back and forth, as Broderick now back in his zone. He almost gets it intercepted by Dwaron. Dwaron now on the puck, again just intercepted in a puck battle. Coming back the other way is Anderson. Anderson going to get it deep as Landry behind his own net. He's going to play it to his defenseman, who loses it in a puck battle to White. And White, and the net comes off again. Not sure if it's just the pegs aren't in deep enough or what the deal might be, but there's the offensive zone pressure is just getting nullified by the net constantly coming off. Looks like the ref is going to grab some water here and try and freeze those pegs in there. It's not always the safest thing, because if a player runs into that, they might not move as easy, but with how easy the nets come off the last 2 plays, it's the right thing to do, as Thorne lines up for the face-off against Letty. Face-off won by the Buccaneers as they take it out, as Broderick down the right-hand side. He's going to stop up right around the hash marks. Loses it to the defenseman of George, and George get it back deep for 24 of McCulley. McCulley battling deep behind with Thorne. And coming out with it was the 8 of McAvoy for the Buccaneers, as he gets it hard down the ice. And that'll be an icing call. Fundy Thunder's opportunity right here with only 2.5 minutes left in the first period to try and get something on the board here and cut this deficit down to 1. Shots are 10-3 for the Buccaneers. So a little lopsided right now, but this is their opportunity after an icing call to get one on net from the point. As they battle in the corner. Daly working, getting it back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg able to pinch it deep and then lost the puck. And it's a 3-on-1 going the other way. Ludi tried to get it across, and there was nobody there. They were 2 steps ahead of him, so great defensive play on a 3-on-1 to take away the lane. Still pressure down there by the Buccaneers. As Yusevovich down there working behind the net against Vandenberg, as Vandenberg gets it up off the glass and out to McClellan, who's cut off the puck deep into at the blue line, and the puck goes deep into the Buccaneers zone with Rogers. Rogers working behind his own net with Koger on him. Koger able to get him to make the pass across to Burchell, and Burchell gets it up back off the glass. Koger able to block that one before it got out of the zone. Across the blue line, number 8. Again, no name bar on that one, so I'm going to have to clarify on the name of the call-up. Number 8 for the Fundy Thunder. Vandenberg across the line. He makes a quick move and then sends it on net off the crossbar. It was just a weak shot, but the goaltender did not see it. That went off the crossbar for Vandenberg, almost went in the crossbar and out, sadly, as now the puck all the way down into the defensive zone. Vandenberg and Reynolds behind the net, they're battling. Now Vandenberg and Warrington behind the net battling. Vandenberg getting it across to Koger. Koger trying to get it up the boards to Eisner. Eisner up deep into the zone. He's going to dump and chase on that one there. Outnumbered, sadly, deep in that zone there, as Ulof was trying to give chase on the change. Puck turned around, going the other way. Very active boards. Quick shot there by Murphy. Murphy's shot goes off the glass, back out in front, and picked up by Eisner as they battle with it down at the blue line now. Right in front of the Thunder bench with only 10 seconds left to go. They're just trying to get the period over with as Paris picks it up out of the pile, and he's just going to go across to Eisner, who's going to tip it in deep and end the period as they try and get a change. Just like that, at the end of the first period, it is 2-0 for the Buccaneers, who have been playing spoiler the last few games. They went in a few weeks ago to the top team in the league, ended up beating them also. So a great team. They've been plagued by a little bit of goaltending quarrels in the past, but a great team, and they're going into the second period up 2-0 against the Fundy Thunder. And we'll be right back in a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the second period. Fundy Thunder against the Martello Buccaneers. Buccaneers already up 2-0 after the first period. Shots 11-4 for the Buccaneers. The Fundy Thunder are going to have to tighten up their defense. And as I said in the first period, it's the breakout. The breakout for the Fundy Thunder has been kind of what's plaguing them in that first period, just not able to get that through the neutral zone, get it deep into the Buccaneers zone. Looks like we're just waiting on the refs as they are coming out right now. A little bit of a lengthy discussion in between periods. They're going to go and get to the nets, get them checked out, make sure there's no holes in them, get them set up. Hopefully the pegs stay in a little bit better in this period there at the Fundy Thunder offensive end, as that was the Buccaneers end last period there, and it seemed to come off quite easily. So get those figured out and get this period underway. The Fundy Thunder coming into this game leading the division with a 15-10 record after the win last night. Martello Buccaneers a 6-16 record. Not horrible. They're still in the battle. They're not mathematically out. And like I said, after the first period there, they have been beating some of the top teams. So they've got a good team to work with here as we are underway in the second period. Face-off won by the Thunder, almost intercepted by Broderick in the Fundy Thunder zone. So now they are deep as they are pinched off the puck. Daly out to the 19 of McLennan. McLennan deep into the zone as they give chase with Daly and McLennan deep on Rogers. Pinch him off the puck. Daly picks it up on the far boards and just outside the zone as it's dumped out by Rogers. Puck out of the zone into the mesh. Deflected as Ludi tried to get it towards the net. It was deflected by the 27 of McDonald. Face-off won by the Fundy Thunder as it goes across in front of the net in front of Soretti. Turn it around back to Vandenberg behind the net. Across to number 8. Back to Vandenberg, who's going to get it deep off the stanchion. Played with a high stick. So Doran's going to have to wait. Buccaneers pick it up as McKay is able to get it deep to his defenseman. And then just a missed pass by the Buccaneers all the way down. Going to be called icing on the Buccaneers. That was a pass by Rogers, just missing Broderick on the far side. Face-off will come back down to the Buccaneers offensive zone or defensive zone to the right side of Landry. Right off the face-off by Dwaron. Quick pad save by Landry, and it turned and came right out of the zone. Picked up by number 8 behind the net for the Fundy Thunder. Given to O'Neill. O'Neill over to White. White's going to get it down deep into the corner. Play it back to Dwaron, who's going to play it back to the point. Quick shot just wide as O'Neill was looking for the deflection. Back down into the corner to White. White battling, getting it to O'Neill on the far side. Far side back down into the corner to White, and who's going to come around the net and play it back to Doran. Doran giving it chase behind the net as the Buccaneers look to come out. Vandenberg almost intercepted the pass up at the blue line, not able to hold the zone. Buccaneers get it out with Leatherington. Leatherington able to get it deep into the neutral zone, into the Fundy Thunder zone as they're calling for an offside. Fundy Thunder will have time to regroup and get this puck out as Vandenberg coming through center ice. Great stick work. He drops it for O'Neill. O'Neill able to get the pass deep into the corner and give chase as Doran is on the captain of the Buccaneers. He gets it out deep into the neutral zone. The 18 of Anderson's going to turn, get that puck back deep to George and give chase. O'Neill tried to get a shot on net through the legs. Big save by Landry on the near side post. Face-off coming to the left of Landry. Thorne able to get it deep. Looked like he tried to get a shot off of it just wide. McCully able to pick it up behind the net. Tried to get it around to the point to Anderson. Pass intercepted. Anderson now going to get it deep right on net from just outside the blue line. Landry able to easily pick that one up and get a whistle for another offensive zone face-off. Thorne lining up. He's going to win the face-off back to George. George all the way around behind the net to McDonald. McDonald getting it deep. And Burchell able to block the shot and come back out the other way. He's being chased down by McDonald. McDonald able to catch up to him and intercept the pass on the far boards. That comes back up to the point to Rogers. Rogers' shot tipped. It was tipped by the defenseman Anderson and through the legs of Soretti. That'll be the third goal. That'll be scored by Rogers. And we'll have to wait to see who the assists go to with the extra deflection. 3-0 Buccaneers in the second period. So Cole Rogers assisted by Chase Warrington and the 11 of Keir Reynolds. Face-off just outside the Buccaneers end. Won by the Fundy Thunder and quickly dumped back in by Rogers as he intercepted the pass. Coming out is Paris. Paris back behind the net for the 27 of McDonald. McDonald out to the point. That was not offside. Just kept in by the defense of the Buccaneers as he dumps it back in behind the net. Picked up by Eisner, who's going to slowly get it out or quickly get it out to Pugsley. Pugsley on the chase for it. He's going to beat out the icing and battle for it behind the net. He's going to get it across with Ulof waiting for it in front. Eisner down in the bottom corner. Pugsley back behind the net. He's going to lose it to the D of Murphy, and Murphy's going to try and get it back out. McKay battling with Burchell. Burchell to the center of the ice, very dangerously. Warrington, quick spinorama move to be able to get out of the zone, get across center ice, and get it deep. Paris behind his own net. He's going to skate out with it with Broderick hard on him. He's able to intercept the puck with a quick stick lift, but it didn't go too far as Pugsley was right there waiting for it. Slowly or quickly back down into the Fundy Thunder zone. Even chases McDonald. Daly up the far or the near side boards, going back behind his net, trying to get some momentum to get it out. As I was saying in the first, the breakout seems to be what's plaguing these Fundy Thunder players tonight, as the defense and the forecheck has been absolutely awesome by the Buccaneers. Ludi down low with Broderick. Yusevovich, quick shot, quick second shot. The first shot was blocked, the second shot just wide. Picked up by Yusevovich in the far side. He's looking across ice. Broderick off the post. A great shot by Broderick. He was able to beat the goalie, but not the post. Down low for Letty. Letty back out in front. Nobody there to take the shot as it comes out to the neutral zone. Right over to McAvoy. McAvoy over to McKay. McKay getting it deep into the zone so that they can get a quick change. Broderick quickly on charge, though, as Paris has to move behind his net to get out to the zone, into the neutral zone. Across center ice and get it deep again. He's going to make chase. Able to stay on it, put it out to the center of the net. Koger just missed that. Paris is everywhere. He goes behind the net, makes the interception on the pass, and gets another shot towards the net. Deep is Daly, who lost his stick. He was able to pinch it onto the boards, but Murphy able to get by him. Murphy takes a shot towards the net. Soretti gets that with the glove. An easy glove save for Soretti. Roach and Dwaron to the center of the circle. One by Roach and a shot by Langell blocked. Dwaron quickly out to the offense. The spring pass just missed him on a deflection. He's still able to pick it up behind the net with some support by White. White tried to get in there and give him a hand. Dwaron loses his footing on the net. White intercepts the pass, gets it towards the net, puck bouncing around in front of the net. It is picked up by Cowper. Cowper able to get that out to center ice to Vandenberg. Vandenberg able to turn that around, goes for a pass, and O'Neill lost his footing, allowing the defense to send that right back into the Thunder zone, and the net came off again, but the puck sadly going the other way for an icing, so no whistle for the net off. Face-off is still going to come down to the left-hand side of Soretti. So the nets just seem to be a little bit of an issue. It doesn't matter who goaltender is in the net. It just seems to be coming off quite simply. Soretti's doing his own maintenance now as he grabs his water bottle and freezes those pegs. He doesn't want that coming off anymore. He's done it enough times for him tonight. Face-off won by the Thunder again and quickly down the boards, but picked up by Warrington, and the defense able to get it back down into the Fundy Thunder zone. Vandenberg behind his net, back pass to White. White on the near side boards, tried to pinch it out. McAvoy able to hold it at the line, got a quick shot. It was blocked by his own player Reynolds, who's limping to go off the ice. And while that's going on, another shot towards the net by Warrington and a save by Soretti. The second shot out and around the boards, out to Dwaron, who's in neutral ice. Across the red line is Vandenberg. He's going to get it deep, just over top the goaltender's head. George is going to make chase on these near boards. Get it back to the point to Anderson. He's able to hold the line. Anderson getting it back deep again on to Landry, who's going to cover it up quickly and get a face-off. 12 minutes left in the second period. Shots 13-7 for the Buccaneers. Thorne able to win the faceoff right back to Anderson. Clean, great shot from the point, almost deflected by McCulley. Quickly going to get the faceoff is Landry. Face-off again will be to the left-hand side. Same thing as before. Thorne in with Ludi. Won again by Thorne. This time not as clean. Yusevovich able to poke that loose. And a great defensive play by the Fundy Thunder defense to get into the lane and block that shot. Able to make it go wide. Turn it around quickly as George is in the offensive zone. Shot on net. It was loose out in front and just couldn't get it buried. Was the 91 of Ulof as they battle on the near boards, trying to get it in deep as they get it right back into the zone and make chase. George on it with the 24 of McCulley. McCulley just missing that pass, but kept in by McDonald. McDonald get it deep for George. George giving it chase as it goes across to McKay. McKay touched the puck, and a whistle. Looks like it's going to be 2 for slashing on number 2 of Murphy for the Buccaneers. So a slash coming. A slashing penalty giving the Fundy Thunder their first opportunity at a power play. And they send out Eisner, Paris, Pugsley, scorekeeper just asking for another extra few minutes here, trying to figure out the time. As I was saying, Eisner, Pugsley, Paris out for the power play. Paris at the point, getting it deep to Pugsley. Pugsley across to McDonald at the point. Great shot by McDonald. Quick shot from the point. Just needs to get one guy in front there to create the screen. Uloth going to take the draw to the left of Landry, tie him up in the face-off circle. Rogers able to come out with that one, and Cowper able to get it out behind the net and dump it down the ice. And the Fundy Thunder are going to have to go back and regroup. Up to McDonald on the near boards. McDonald with a head of steam coming in. He's just going to get it down and deep. Get it right in front. Two guys out in front, wide open. Not able to cash it in. Great block by the Buccaneers defense. McDonald back out in the neutral zone, able to pick the puck back up and get it down in. But again, the defense right there on the doorstep on the blue line, break it out the other way. They get it deep to Rogers, who gets it deep, and now it's turned back around by Uloth. Uloth drops it to Pugsley. Pugsley back to Uloth on the near boards. Paris up at the point. Shot blocked. And cleared out by the 12 of Roach. O'Neill coming up the near boards right in front of his own bench. He gets the puck into the offensive zone, loses it to the 8 of McAvoy, who dumps it down the ice. Thorne up the near boards with a head of steam. He's going to bring it in, looking near side. He's going to jump it back to the point to Vandenberg. Vandenberg up the boards, down to the goal line and back up to the half board. He tried to get it across. It was blocked. Right in front. Great shot by George. George able to see that one. Oh, pass across. Just missed George on the second attempt off of his skate and back out into his own zone all the way down the ice. Thankfully, Vandenberg was back to pick that one up and behind his net to reset. Penalty over for the Buccaneers. Back to 5-on-5. Great pass by Vandenberg. Just missing the 24 of McCulley, who would have been in on a 2-on-1, as the Buccaneers turn that one back around out into the neutral zone. Not able to get any further than that, as Vandenberg puts a stop to that and gets it back down to the likes of McAvoy, who's able to do the same thing, turn it around and send it back into the Fundy Thunder offensive zone for Daniel Vandenberg. Vandenberg back up to the far side. Cowper just blocked a great pass that would have sent George in on a breakaway. So the opportunities are there for the Fundy Thunder. They just have not been able to capitalize. And with only 8 minutes and 20 seconds left, the shots have certainly closed in, 15-12 still for the Buccaneers. So they've certainly closed in the offensive pressure. But with only 8 minutes left in the second period, still don't have a goal. So they're searching for that one still, as the Buccaneers win the face-off, get it deep into the offensive zone. No different as the 55 of Koger picks that up and gets it back across to McDonald. McDonald just crossing center ice and getting it deep for Koger and Daly, who are on the chase for it. Daly able to put up enough pressure to intercept the pass, and McLennan just missing that cross from Daly. Daly back on the attack with Koger, as it's still in the Buccaneers zone. Too many men on the ice is what it looks like the call is going to be here, as the Buccaneers were on a change, but the puck was kind of bouncing around, coming back and forth, so they decided to try and get that change in still, and it looks like they're going to send Ludi to the box as a bench minor. 2 minutes for too many men on the ice. So here it is, the opportunity for the Fundy Thunder to get on the board. 7 minutes and 39 seconds left. 2-minute penalty for too many men on the ice. This is their opportunity. O'Neill tries to win the face-off. Puck scramble allows the Buccaneers to pick it up. They get it to the line, but not out. George at the line loses the puck, and Broach just pokes it out. Just enough for them to have to reset. George able to get back and get it. He gets it across to the 66 of O'Neill. O'Neill getting it deep for the 81 of Thorne. Battling in the corner is Thorne and McCulley. McCulley able to come out with it and get it to Thorne on the half boards. They tried to go across the ice to George, and that was intercepted. Rogers able to turn and go with it but it was quickly picked off by Vandenberg, and O'Neill is able to pick up the loose puck. O'Neill back into his own zone, looking to find a way to get out of the zone, gets it over to George. George on the near boards, coming up quickly in front of his own bench, able to stop, turn, and work those near boards. Looked across. Great look by George, and it was just intercepted and dumped out and around as Vandenberg's able to pick that up in his own zone. He tried to back pass. George has already turned up the ice, and it's an interception and a goal. Short-handed goal by number 13 of the Buccaneers, Warrington. What a goal. Top corner just over the glove of Soretti. Chase Warrington with an unassisted goal. That's the 4th goal for the Buccaneers here tonight. Short-handed goal for the Buccaneers as right away off the face-off, the Fundy Thunder quickly get it down deep into the Buccaneers zone and get to work on the power play. Quick shot by Ulof, and it's quickly saved by Landry. He was trying to go top blocker side, and that window quickly closed. Face-off scramble won by the Fundy Thunder. Eisner up on the point. He tries to get a shot deep. It's blocked by the Buccaneer defense and sent down right on to Soretti, who's able to stop that and get it to move quickly as the penalty is over for the Buccaneers as they try and get up the ice quickly to try and keep that player out of the zone. McCauley out in front. Defense quickly clears that. Murphy with an active stick was able to find the loose puck, clear it down the ice. Not enough to get the icing as the puck stops, and a blown tire by Paris gives the puck up, and the guy all alone in front, Ludi, had the chance to put that in the back of the net, and it was stopped. Quick shot by the point by McAvoy. It's also stopped by Soretti and cleared off to the corner. Not sure if there's something on the ice, but 2 or 3 players have already just wiped out in the center of the ice. So I'm not sure if they all look back at the ice like it's the ice's fault. As the play comes up the other way, Pugsley into the offensive zone, gets a shot off after his stick was tied up. O'Neill got the rebound, and it was blocked by Broderick. Broderick sent down to the ice by number 26 of McDonald, but the other way is Yusevovich on a 2-on-1. He shoots. It's blocked by Anderson. Anderson able to get that puck over to O'Neill. O'Neill coming out of his own zone into the neutral zone. Across the blue line, great move to get deep and send that one right back around to the point to McDonald. McDonald's able to get it towards the net. It was blocked by the defense, but Dwaron's able to step up on it, make a couple moves, and his stick was just lifted by Roach. Dwaron hit along the side boards there by Rogers as the play comes up the other way off the stick of Cowper. Cowper able to just get it across the zone. It's offside, and then a late shot by Roach. And the ref is going to take him on a late shot. It was very close to being right at the whistle, but he looked over at him and told him to go to the box. So 2-minute penalty to 12 of Roach. An unsportsmanlike penalty is going to be the call. So again, we've said it before, another opportunity for the Fundy Thunder here to try and claw themselves back into this game. They gave up a shorthanded goal in the last one, so this time it's time to get one of their own as they lose the face-off. The puck is cleared out down the ice behind their own net. Daniel Vandenberg is going to pick up that puck and leave it there for the 9 of Daly, who's on a roll down the far side. Daly back up to the point to Vandenberg. Vandenberg down to the half wall to McLennan. McLennan turning there and getting it deep behind the net to Koger. Koger tried to get it out in front. It was blocked. He was able to get the puck back and get it up to the point, and it's just outside the zone as it was deflected to going back to the point, just outside of the defenseman's reach. McLennan back up the far boards, or the near boards, back deep into the zone as Landry is able to control that, almost gave it away to Koger. Koger is able to pick up the puck and battle with it with Cowper back there as they're both going to go to the box. I'm not really sure what transpired in that far corner, but two players, Koger, and it looked like Rogers, each tackled to the ice there. And then a couple Buccaneers players came in a little extra, and I'm not sure if anything was said, but Koger certainly wasn't happy. He was very, very frustrated in that corner. Both players seem to be going to the box. Looks like it's going to be 6 minutes for Koger. And on the board right now, it has a 1 minute penalty. I'm looking at Duncan here to try and figure out. What is it? Oh, okay. So there was only one penalty on that play, and it was just to the 55 of Koger. I thought when the ref had originally pointed, he had pointed at both players, but I think he was just pointing for multiple penalties to Koger. So we had 4 minutes for head contact and 2 minutes for roughing, and that was to number 55 of Koger of the Fundy Thunder. So 4-on-4 for that minute or 30 seconds left that's left in that original penalty as Daniel Vandenberg comes up the far boards, getting it in deep. And O'Neill and Pugsley are going to kind of make chase for it as only 15 seconds left in the Buccaneers penalty. The Fundy Thunder are going to have at least 5 minutes of penalty kill to work with. Face off to the left of Soretti with only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this second period. 5 seconds left in the Buccaneers penalty, which is going to bring it to a 5-on-4 power play for the Buccaneers. Still 5 minutes of penalties left for Koger. As the Thunder are able to break it out of the zone, Pugsley being hauled down, and a potential breakaway by Rogers. And I think the frustrations are just slowly starting to boil over here in this game with only a minute 42 left in the second period. Shots 19-15 for the Buccaneers, 4-0 for the Buccaneers. So a little bit of frustration on the Fundy Thunder side. The game's just not going their way, and I think the Buccaneers are just trying to keep it at bay at this point. Face-off is going to be in the Buccaneers' end. Again, 4-on-4 for the next. Looks like that was a 4-minute penalty. And another penalty coming up here. This one's going to be to McDonald, number 26 of the Fundy Thunder. They're going to call him for tripping. So a penalty-filled last 2 minutes of this second period now. So it looks like it was a 4-minute penalty to the Buccaneers. And it was for head contact. So a 2-minute minor for 4-minute for head contact, and now a 2-minute for tripping, allowing this to be a 4-on-3 for the next minute and 45 seconds for the Buccaneers. McAvoy on the point. He's going to slowly come in, and he shoots. He scores! McAvoy came in off of the half boards on the near board, walked up to the face-off circle and took a wrist shot just underneath the blocker of Soretti. Both coaches kind of looking over, trying to figure out the penalties. I believe the belief would be that the player with the minute 40 penalty would come out of the box, but it doesn't look that way. Looks like it's going to stay 4-on-3, at least for the next minute and a half. McAvoy at the point, across. Another shot, quick save by Soretti. It comes out to the point, McAvoy battling there with Ludi. Ludi getting it deep to McAvoy. Uloth able to turn and shoot it down the ice. 45 seconds left. Ludi's able to pick up that puck in his own zone and come across center ice. Drop it down for the 8 of McAvoy. McAvoy across to McKay. McKay back to McAvoy. McAvoy's shot, blocker save by Soretti. It's cleared off to the side. Broderick turning, shoots. Quick save by Soretti. Again, easy save. Both teams going to get a quick change here and try and change the outcome of this with only 20 seconds left in the period. 23-15 are the shots. A board full of penalties to end this period for sure. Quick shot off the draw by Yusevich, just wide, and it comes out to the point to McAvoy, who loses it to McLennan. McLennan just gets it in deep there, looked up at the clock, realized there wasn't enough time left for a break. 3 seconds left in the period. They're just going to hold it down in that far corner. We will end the period 5-0 for the Buccaneers. Shots 24-15 at the end of the second period. One that I'm going to say that the Fundy Thunder are hoping that they're going to just try and put behind them and turn it around and pull off some sort of comeback in the third period. We've seen it before. It's not out of the question. They're a great hockey team, and I'm sure they can come back. Buccaneers playing a great game. DeWolf, playing a great game. And with that being said, we will take a little break here as they are going to bring the Zamboni out and clean up this ice. And we will bring you the third period in a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the third period of play here at the Colchester Legion Stadium for the Fundy Thunder and the Martello Buccaneers. Goaltender change for the Fundy Thunder. Coming in relief is the number 33 of Christopher Walker. Christopher Walker got the start last night. Great game last night, getting the win. And after 5 goals on 24 shots, Soretti gets the hook, Walker in. And just like that, we are underway for the third period. Again, 4 on 3 to start the period. McKay, McAvoy up at the point, back and forth, down. In front, Langell turns, shoots, and buries it behind Walker, who had gone across thinking that was going all the way across, and it was stopped by Langell, and he buries it. And that is the 6th goal for the Buccaneers. Aiden Langell, assisted by Steven Yusevovich and Dylan McAvoy on the Buccaneers' 6th goal. Refs over just at the scorekeepers. Going back and forth. The penalties up on the board still state the 55 of Koger has 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in it. The 04 of Rogers has 1:55 left in his penalty. The 26 of McDonald is still in the box for the Thunder, and it looks like they're leaving 2 seconds on the clock. And Koger should go, yeah, there we go. That's better. It goes down to 2 minutes for Koger as that nullifies one of his penalties. Face-off won by the Thunder and get it deep as McAvoy picks it up behind his own net with the assistance of 16 of Langell, who's going to come across. Yusevovich was on the far side, very close, but they call it offside. It was a 2-on-1 going the other way. Face-off just outside of the Fundy Thunder zone after the offside call won by the Buccaneers. Back to Murphy. Murphy gets it in deep as Roach giving it chase. The 18 of Anderson back behind his own net, clearing it down the ice, all the way down behind the net of the Buccaneers. Giving chase is the 16 of Georgia, the 81 of Thorne. As they collide at center ice, George and Leatherington. Leatherington getting it deep into the zone as Anderson back behind his own net, giving it up to Thorne. Thorne able to fight off the attack of Leatherington, get it across center ice, across the blue line, and get it deep behind the Buccaneers net as Cowper just pinches him off the puck and gets it up the ice to Roach. Roach across center ice into the offensive zone. Good hit by McDonald on Leatherington, sending him down onto the ice. Puck goes around behind the net to the 16 of George. George able to try and clear it out, but it's stopped and sent back in by Murphy. They turn it back around, and George able to pull it out of his zone and into the offensive zone. Gets a shot on net, hits the hits the goaltender, and straight up in the air, cleared to the corner by Landry. And back down the other way goes Burchell. Burchell gets it into the far corner, battling with Vandenberg. Vandenberg battling and getting taken down as the net has come off again behind Walker, it looks like. And a little late discussion there between both the players after some rough stuff behind the net. It seems to be at the starting of the period that these nets just don't seem to freeze their way into it. Both the ref and the linesman adding some water to that net this time as the faceoff's going to come to the left of Walker. Burchell winning the draw back to McAvoy, who's just going to send it down on net. Quick deflection into the far corner. Warrington battling along the boards with McCulley. Reynolds also in there with McDonald, and they get it out to center ice. Dworon across center ice, dropping it to Koger. Back to Dworon. Dworon centers it just out of the reach of McCulley, and McCulley gave McKay a quick shot and then gets it back as the puck comes back to the point. Dworon gets it back to the half wall. Comes off the boards on the half wall, right into center ice, top corner, Dworon. What a goal! Hayden Dworon comes off of the far half wall into the center ice and goes right over top the glove of Landry. Crossbar down, great shot, great goal. That looks like they're going to go with unassisted. So a goal by Hayden Dworon unassisted to make it 6-1, 16:50 left in the third period. Paris getting it back down deep behind the Buccaneers net. O'Neill giving it chase, almost intercepts it. They were able to go back to Warrington. Warrington able to get it out and around to Reynolds. That gets just out of the zone, all the way down behind the net of Walker and the Fundy Thunder. Giving it chase was McDonald. McDonald being hassled there by Reynolds. Reynolds able to win that battle and get it across to Burchell. Burchell getting back down behind the net to Warrington, and it comes around as he misses the pass to McDonald. McDonald able to get it to the line but not out. Cowper keeps it in across. What a pass by Reynolds across to make it 7-1. What a shot. What a tic-tac-toe play by the Buccaneers. And there was nothing Walker could do about that one there. He got across, just not across quick enough. The tic-tac-toe play by the Buccaneers in the third period, opening this lead back up to a 6-goal lead. The face-off at center ice won by the Thunder as we get the play back underway. It's sent in deep by McDonald. McDonald sending it deep to Pugsley. Pugsley almost gets that to poke back out in front, and again, the nets come off of the moorings, and the refs have to stop the play. The most recent goal by the Buccaneers has not yet been updated, so I didn't see exactly who scored it, but the pass across, certainly nice and clean, a tic-tac-toe play. Play back down in the Fundy Thunder zone as it's up off the glass and clear it out. Murphy's going to give it chase with Eisner and Pugsley hard on it, but they are going to call icing on the play. Shots on goal are 26-18 for the Buccaneers right now. And with that icing call, the face-off will be to the left of Walker. Fundy Thunder's Ulof ends up winning that face-off clean behind the net for the 18 of Anderson. Anderson hard around the boards, just off a stanchion, just gets away from Eisner. Murphy able to keep that in, get it down to the half boards. Eisner able to play it back behind his net to Anderson. Anderson hard around the boards and out. And giving chase is Eisner, as that's going to go right on Landry, and he'll cover it up and get the whistle. That'll give Fundy Thunder a chance to get a change in with an offensive zone face-off. 15 minutes 14:59 left in the third period. 7-1 for the Buccaneers. 26-19 are the shots. Thorne, George, and White out there for the Fundy Thunder, looking to try and get a couple more on the board here tonight as the puck is sent out of the zone by Langell. Roach is going to give chase to that. Leatherington able to pick that up in the neutral zone, get it back to Murphy. He's able to pick it back up and send it to Langell. Langell is going to send it deep with Roach giving chase. Langell, big check on the defensive zone on Vandenberg, who was able to get it out to George. George across, makes the pass to the center to White. White's tangled up. He still gets a shot off. Big save by Landry. They try to clear the zone. It's stopped at the line. Sent back down in deep by the Fundy defenseman. Vandenberg's going to pinch on the sideboards. Just going to get it chipped through him. Great defensive play by number 8. He's able to come across on a 2-on-1. Langell shoots. Big save by Walker. Right into the chest of Walker. Great positional play. Great 2-on-1 defense. Got back and took away the second position. A discussion over at the Buccaneers bench between the ref, one of the refs and the linesman and the coaches, and one of the players. I believe they're looking over at his neck guard. Looks like they're giving him the okay. Still a little bit of a discussion going on with the refs here. I'm not sure what exactly they're looking at. As I said, it looked like they were looking at the neck guard of one of the Buccaneers players, and nothing seemed to come about it. It looked like he gave him a thumbs up and that he was okay, and now they're over to the timekeeper's bench, or the timekeeper's box. They are going to bring Langell. They're going to send Langell off. So I looked over at Duncan, and I believe it's a cage, possibly a cage or a visor, like the cage in front of him might not be adjusted properly, or it could be broken. So I thought they gave him the okay, but it looks like they are going to send him off. There's no penalty or anything like that. It's just a safety precaution. I'm assuming if he can get that fixed, he might be able to come back out. But with a 7-1 lead and only 13 minutes left in the third period, that could be a night for him. He's got a couple points on the boards already. So face-off was won by the Buccaneers. Shot on goal and then sent back down the ice by the Fundy Thunder, who are now putting pressure on. Great forecheck by the Fundy Thunder, keeping it in the Buccaneers zone. In saying that, they get it out and around the net, and Rogers able to skate this out to center ice and dump it down deep into the Fundy Thunder zone to Paris on the sideboard in the corner. He's able to send that up. So they just announced a 10-minute penalty for a gross misconduct to number 16 of Langell. I didn't catch the whole call, but it was 16 of Langell for a gross misconduct. Discrimination, gross misconduct is the official call. 10-minute misconduct. So, with that being said, we will not see him back. I originally thought it was just a broken cage and that he had the chance to come back, but I guess that was the end of his game for tonight. Again, a couple points on the board, and he'll get to the showers first before everybody else. Puck down deep in the Fundy Thunder zone. Battling with it is Paris and Burchell, and now the discussion in front of that between Burchell and McDonald. McDonald able to skate away from that one after just a little pushing and shoving, but the original whistle was for the net coming off with 12 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third period. 21-27 are the shots. 7-1 for the Buccaneers. Is the face-off in the Fundy Thunder zone, won by the Buccaneers. Into the center of the ice, shot blocked by the Fundy defense. are able to turn and get it to the point, but not out. McAvoy's shot deflected right in front by Ludi. Ludi able to chase that down into the corner as the puck went wide. McDonald in the corner with Daly. Daly and Ludi fighting for this one. 3 Fundy Thunder players in there digging for the puck. Daly and McDonald finally left alone as they were able to get it up the sideboards and get it out of the zone across to O'Neill. O'Neill breaking into the offensive zone. He's going to turn and tried to get a shot off. He was just knocked off the puck as the puck goes to the corner. 19 of McLennan. McLennan battling for the puck behind the net. He gets it up to the sideboard, up to the point. Shot from the point by Anderson just goes wide. They're battling for it behind the net. Anderson and McLennan. McLennan down into the corner with O'Neill. They're able to get it up to the sideboard. There's another penalty coming up. It looks like it's going to be to the Buccaneers. Going to get 2 for hooking to the Buccaneers. It looks like it's going to be to number 12 of Roach, who's asking questions. And getting an explanation from the ref. He kind of just threw his hands up and agreed as he goes to the box. 2 minutes for hooking to the 12 of Roach, putting the Fundy Thunder on the power play. They win the face-off. Ulof wins the face-off back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg across to number 8. Shot from the point, deflected a couple times, and a good save by Landry as that one there just off of the toe of his pad. Puck sent down the ice, and Vandenberg's going to pick it up behind his own net. He's going to get it out of his own zone and get it across to Eisner. Eisner breaking into the zone over the blue line. Tries to get it in deep, and it's blocked by McAvoy and then sent out down the zone back behind the Fundy Thunder goalie, Walker. Across the blue line, back into the offensive zone. Eisner on the far side boards, tried to get it back to the point, fanned on the pass, was able to recollect it and get it down into the corner. Back to Ulof, looking for somebody in front. He's able to just control the puck, tries to center it, it's blocked by the defense. Reynolds able to block that one, bounces over to Vandenberg. Vandenberg able to get it down, back down to Ulof. Shot was blocked by McAvoy. Back to the point to Vandenberg, who's able to keep it in and battle with it as Lotherington all over him, trying to get it off of him. He's able to get it down deep into the corner, and it's intercepted by McAvoy and sent out down the ice. And we've got a penalty to 91 of Ulof, Fundy Thunder, 2 for slashing. It was behind the play. I know there was some board battling going on, and I'm assuming that after the play, when everybody was skating away, he gave that extra little shot. And when Walker touched it down at the Fundy Thunder end, the whistle blew, and that's 2 minutes for a slash. With 30 seconds left in the Buccaneers penalty, we're going to get 4-on-4 for 30 seconds with 9 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third period. Face-off won by the Fundy Thunder. They attempt to clear it. It's off the sideboard and stopped by Rogers. Rogers gets it back deep to Burchell. Burchell centers it to Cooper. Cooper stopped, and then Rogers is stopped right after him. Burchell, the puck is in the net. The ref is calling it a goal. The Fundy Thunder are looking at them very confused at this point as they don't believe it's kind of so it is still a goal. So the 8th goal for the Buccaneers on a scramble play. As the timekeepers call the refs back there to confirm. So the 7th goal scored by Will Ludi, assisted by Keir Reynolds and Cole Coper. And now we're just waiting on confirmation on the 8th goal. As they're still discussing it over at the timekeeper's box. There is 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the third period. I believe we've got it all figured out. So we get the play back underway, face off again won by the Fundy Thunder. And just played back to Paris. Paris back across to his D partner, back to Paris. And then they get it up the zone. Penalty for the Buccaneers is over, and 1:25 left to go. Still in the Fundy Thunder penalty. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period. Just trying to figure out. The 8th goal has not gone up on the board and is not updated on the website, so I'm just trying to figure out what the situation was there. But nonetheless, plays back underway. 55 of Koger intercepts the pass right in front of the net of the Buccaneers, but was quickly jumped on by the defense of the Buccaneers as Rogers easily gets that out the zone as they crisscross with Ludi. Ludi's down the side, the near side board with the battle against McDonald. McDonald able to intercept that puck, not able to get it out. Back down into the corner, it goes to Ludi. Ludi centers it in front to Warrington. Warrington tips it to the back of the net. Great cross pass by number 9 of Ludi. And that there will end the penalty for the Fundy Thunder. As that's Warrington's 3rd goal of the game. A couple of the coaches having a little bit of fun over there, throwing their hats on the ice as Chase Warrington, assisted by Will Ludi, for his 3rd goal of the game. Play back underway as face-off won by the Buccaneers. Back to Rogers. Rogers up to Broderick in the center ice in the neutral zone. Stopped by Warrington again as he makes his way across. Quick shot on net. Walker makes the save. 29-23 the shots with 7.5 minutes left in a 9-1 hockey game here at the Colchester Legion Stadium. Not the night the Fundy Thunder were hoping for after a big win last night. They're gonna have to go back to the strategy board and hopefully pick up a win next weekend. Keep them on top of the standings as they come into the offensive zone. George with a shot just wide. Back to the point to Vandenberg. Vandenberg getting it down to the half wall as it goes out behind the net to McCulley. McCulley looking for Thorne. Thorne just misses that as it's deflected away. It goes back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg's shot deflected in front by McCulley just wide. Back out in front again for McCulley as the net comes off again. And McCulley's tackled to the ice. By McAvoy. The linesmen quickly break that up. Again, Landry just trying to do the cross play, the side to side, and ended up kicking the net off. The refs now discussing, linesman and ref now discussing the situation after. Nothing to come about it. Both players getting their warnings. And they're going to line up for the face-off on the left side of Landry. 7 minutes left in the third period. Face-off won by the Thunder and then just pushed back into the corner there. Thorne able to get it back up to the point. Number 8, who's going to take a shot just over the net there. And the rebound coming across, and again the net comes off as Landry tries to get back to the post. They add some more water to the pegs there, just trying to get it to freeze into place there, so when Landry does go across, he doesn't always knock it off. Face-off won by the Buccaneers back behind their net. Cleared out by McAvoy all the way down the ice to the hash marks where Daniel Vandenberg picks it up, tries to clear it out of the zone. It's deflected up over the glass into the mesh. Deflected by Jusevovic. Faceoff's going to be inside of the Fundy Thunder zone to the left side of Walker. Dworon going to take the draw with Warrington. Warrington able to win the draw and lose it to Vandenberg, who was able to send it out quickly to McLennan. McLennan lost the puck on a slight breakaway. Able to get it back into the corner though, and get it back down for Dworon. Dworon up for Paris. Paris, quick shot on net. Just missed the deflection by Eisner. Quickly tracked down again by Dworon. Dworon on the side, far sideboard, working with the puck in his feet. Almost able to get it to the point. Just kept in by the 27 of McDonald. Into the far corner, who's turned around to McAvoy. McAvoy out of the zone for the Buccaneers. For Lotherington. Lotherington tried to center it to Warrington, and Warrington just missed the pass. He was able to get it back in the corner. And it looks like the net came off behind Walker. I didn't even see if he just moved over to the post and it just came off, but the linesmen come over and put it back on. They quickly get the face-off going again. Face-off won by the Buccaneers. Shoots just wide. That shot was from Warrington, looking for his 4th of the night, as it's stuck on the back of the net. We'll get another whistle here. Stuck on the back of the net, and they're jabbing at it, and the net doesn't come off that time, but comes off very easily when the goalies seem to go post to post. Another face-off to the right side of Walker. Won by the Fundy Thunder as they try and get it out. Pugsley is taken down as he was trying to get out of his own zone. Turned around behind his own net. An attempted clear. Puck comes out of the zone to O'Neill. O'Neill ends up picking it up at the offensive blue line. And then it was quickly dropped and given away to Rogers. Rogers going back the other way with Ludi and Reynolds. He drops it to Ludi. Ludi gets it to the far side corner, and then it's cleared out by the Fundy Thunder. Anderson up the boards. It's not going to be enough for an icing. O'Neill is the first one to the puck. He's able to get to it. He has time. He fakes the pass to the center, and then he tries to center it to Daly, and Daly's centering pass was blocked. Rogers picks up the puck, going back the other way with it, getting hassled by O'Neill, who ends up getting the stick lift and getting it from him. He makes the move, tries to center it, and again the defense all over it, making the block McAvoy. And it goes back the other way. That to Anderson, who ends up dropping it to McDonald. McDonald back around his own net, trying to break it out of his own zone as they come across the red line. They get it across to O'Neill. O'Neill gets it across into the offensive zone, tries to center it again, intercepted by Cowper. Cowper able to make a move coming out of his own zone, gets it back to the center of the ice and quickly covered up by Walker before any of the other Buccaneers could get to it. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third period. 25-29 are the shots, 9-1 on the scoreboard. Face-off once again is going to be to the left of Walker in the Fundy Thunder zone. They win it again, back to Vandenberg, and then he tried to clear it. It was blocked at the blue line, and the Buccaneers keep it in. Cowper, a lot at the point, making a move, gets it down deep, into the corner, into the half wall. They attempt to clear it. It's not cleared. It's just outside of the zone as Leatherington. The Fundy Thunder are able to regroup as Leatherington comes back to collect the puck. Sends it across to Murphy. Murphy gets it into the near side corner as Burchell's giving it chase. Rauch able almost to intercept that pass. Cowper keeps it in at the line, and Rauch is going to work on the near boards. Coming out of that battle, it's Vandenberg. Vandenberg back behind his own net, able to send it around to Koger. Koger just able to get that out and down the zone, but Murphy able to pick that up for the Buccaneers. Sends it off the near side boards to Leatherington, who misses the pass to George. George just misses the top corner. Off a quick play off of the sideboard again. They try and get it deep. Shot by Anderson, covered up quickly by Landry. Two minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. Fundy Thunder win it and get a point shot, easily saved by Landry. He turns that over to the corner. Picked up by Thorne behind the net. Oh, he just misses that pass. Fans on the pass, and the puck just gets out of the zone. Ludi is on it as it's going to come all the way down to Walker, and he's going to cover it quickly, but great job by Ludi to get down there and contest that to be able to get the offensive face-off. Face-off won by the Thunder and quickly carried out to center ice, where it was just intercepted as George was trying to go through the defenseman. And an offside call here as Reynolds was just one step offside coming into the offensive zone. And it looks like Anderson is taking 2 minutes for tripping. I did not see the ref's arm up when that play started. I thought it was an offside call, but 2 minutes for the trip with only 1:39 left in the third period. It's going to allow the Fundy Thunder to be able to just clear it out of the zone and not have to worry about icing. And finish this one and go to the locker room and try and forget about it. Come back in the next game with a little bit of fire, as they had gone 6 in a row, I believe, leading into this game, and just got themselves I don't want to say snake bitten, but just a rough game. Every team has a bad game, and it happens to the best of them. Battle in front of the net. The puck came out in front of the net. There was a wide open net, and it looks like Walker was way out of position, but I believe he was tangled up with a Buccaneer player in front of the net. If not, it was a Buccaneer player and a Fundy Thunder player in front of the net. So the ref blew the whistle, stopped the play immediately. They're going to get a face-off to the left of Walker with only 1:05 seconds left in the game. Buccaneers win the face-off back to Murphy. Murphy back down into the bottom corner. He's able to get it back to the sidewall and back up to Rogers. Rogers across to Broderick. Broderick down into the bottom to Murphy. Murphy back to Broderick. Broderick's shot saved by Walker off of his stick and up and over the glass. Pugsley and Warrington, and then draw Warrington able to win that face-off. But Pugsley quickly on it on the sidewall, and he's able to get it out of the zone. And on it is Dworon on chase. He chases it down and gets it onto Landry and gets the face-off, gets the whistle down in the Buccaneers zone with only 34.8 seconds left. Face-off won by the Fundy Thunder and then just dumped down deep into the corner. Dworon just trying to kill time, misses the puck. Fans on the pass. And the Buccaneers able to break out. Shot there, saved by Walker. Turned aside with the blocker. Down behind the net is Burchell. Burchell trying to center it. Gets it back up to the point. To Murphy. Murphy's shot just wide. Doron just trying to kill time. Rogers back up with the shot. They're not going to take that shot. They'll take the shot late, way after the buzzer. Both teams just going to let it go and call it a quits for tonight. A tough one for the Fundy Thunder. Great game by the Martello Buccaneers. They come out on top 9-1. Final shots 31-26. On behalf of myself, Ashton Reiki, Duncan, thank you so much for being on the camera. A big thank you to Michael Petter for allowing us to step in and help out and do what we enjoy doing. This is a passion of his. I have to tell everybody that tomorrow, Sunday, Michael will be doing his 1250th game as part of Petter Pictou Sports, Petter Sports Broadcasting. So if anybody's in the Pictou area, come on out to the game. Support Michael Petter, whether you're a Crushers fan or whether you're a fan of anybody else in the MHL. That game, I know, for him tomorrow is very important. Again, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you, Duncan. And with that, final score of 9-1, Buccaneers on top of the Fundy Thunder. We wish you a very good Saturday night, and everybody be safe. Have a great night.